Hi, this is Martijn van Tilborgh, Chief Innovation Officer of Kidmin Nation. I'm glad to be with you today in this State of the Nation. I am working with a client of mine. His name is Jasper Williams Jr. And I was listening to him recently and he was talking about a topic on slaves without chains. Slaves without chains. So many times we find ourselves in bondage as slaves without chains, something invisible, something that keeps us small, something that keeps us from the abundance of God that He has for us as ministers. And today I want to talk about that. I want to quote a scripture that I mentioned in my book, Unboxed, which really is about a reality that I believe God has for us as leaders that many times we fail to see, that many times we don't even realize exist. In the book of John chapter 10, I believe it is, and I was starting to doubt if it's John or Luke. I think it's John 10, verse 10. The Bible speaks about the thief comes to steal and destroy, but Jesus came to give us life and life more abundantly. Now, when we think about the thief that comes to destroy, that comes to steal, many times we think about sickness, poverty, bondage, all these kind of negatives that are associated with a thief. But could it be that the thief comes as an angel of light and steals us from the abundance that God has for us? Could it be that the most malicious form of the thief that comes to steal is to make us believe that the reality we live in today is in fact the abundance of God? Because if He makes us believe in our mind that the life we live is in fact everything there is that God has for us, He steals us from a reality that goes beyond our current reality that God has in store for us. Remember, God is able to give us way more than we can think or imagine. And I've come to believe that there's a reality out there that we cannot see from where we're at today. Like John in the book of Revelation, he saw a door open in heaven and a voice came through the door saying, "Come up here so I can show you things that must take place after this." I believe that God calls us higher to a place where we can see things we can't see from the vantage point we're at today. And I want to encourage you to stretch your mind, to stretch your prayers beyond what you can see and understand today, to stretch yourself out to a reality that's far bigger, that's far greater of what God has for you today. Have a great week.